today, stuffed mushrooms are on the menu. These are baby bellas or baby portobello mushrooms. They're smaller, as you can see, ergo baby. So we're going to be stuffing these today, and they're perfect also because you can put them in the oven. They withstand a lot of heat, these type of mushrooms. And so we're going to stuff them with crab meat, and I'm also going to stuff them with some rice in case you don't want crab meat. You ready? All right, let's go. The best way to wash mushrooms is to place them in water. These are already washed, they're clean, and just let them soak in water. Cleaner the water after you soak your mushrooms, the cleaner the mushrooms are, and then you can get busy. In this case, we're gonna stuff them, and in order to stuff them, you wanna make sure that they're nice and dry. No matter what type of mushroom that you have, they're all very fragile. And so you just wanna be careful if you want to stuff them that you don't cut the mushroom. And so the best way to do it is you just want to cut the stem off flat out. Just cut the stem just like that. Then what you need to do is to be careful about cutting the rest of the membrane. And it's not a lot that you don't cut out all of this inner part of the mushroom. That's not necessary. But you do want to get all of this stem out here. You do want to get all of the stem out because this is where you want to put your meat. And so you just gingerly cut it down as much to the bottom as you can. Turn it around and then do the rest. Now, most times it'll just come out like that, which is perfect. And then if you have to, cut around it, then you do that ever so gingerly so that you won't tear the mushroom and then have a hole in the bottom. That you don't want to do. You try to avoid that. I guess you have maybe about 16 mushrooms. Some are big, they're over here. Some are big, some are kind of small. And the small one like this, it came already torn. So I'm just going to put that right there, and I'm going to chop it up with the rest of them. And then once you finish cutting all of your stems, then you chop them up very, very fine, and you have a bowl ready for it, and you dump it right in this bowl right here, or whatever bowl you have, and then we'll be right back for the next step. Stay tuned. Don't go away. You can see my mushrooms. They're ready to see that. Yep, they are ready to be stuffed. We're just going to set that aside. And so that's it. You just want to make sure that they're cut up very fine because, as you have guessed, this is going to be part of the mixture. And it makes for a heartier crab dip. And why buy crab dip from the store when you can make crab dip from scratch right here in your kitchen? Savory and delicious. That's right. And as long as you have all of your seasonings and everything that you want to put in your dip right here at the hand, it's easy. You just combine everything that needs to be combined, and it's not a lot at all. Like I've told you before, it's the love that you put into your food that will let others know, wow, this tastes delicious, because you put your work in for it as well. So we're done with this. This is chopped up fine. If you can see it, see how nicely chopped up it is? And we're ready to just put this in this bowl. We're going to put this aside for now. Put it right over there. We're going to put the mushrooms aside for now. Next, we're going to make the crab dip from scratch. Like I said, you want to make sure that you have all of your ingredients right at the ready. And so we're just going to go ahead and get started. The first thing you'll need, these are 2 eggs. If you just had regular cream cheese and it didn't have chives nor onions in them, then I would suggest that you use a half of an onion chopped very fine as I did the mushroom stems. But this is flavored with chives and onions. I don't need to add any onions, this is plenty. And so with the egg yolk, then you put in softened cream cheese. And this is a 1/4 cup of softened cream cheese. This is a 1/3 cup of grated cheese, but you can have any kind of grated cheese that you prefer. Remember, it's about you. It just adds a different fragrance to your home and to your kitchen. You will need some breadcrumbs, and the same ingredients that I put in this mixture, this is the rice mixture, and I added some breadcrumbs in here, and I'm gonna put some breadcrumbs in here too. And so I just wanted to let you know that I have the cream cheese, I have the grated cheese, I have some breadcrumbs, and I put them in here as well. A 1/2 cup to a cup of breadcrumbs. I'm going to put some breadcrumbs in here. Now, these breadcrumbs, if you don't have breadcrumbs in your cupboard, if you have bread in your cupboard, perfect. Use your bread. Just cube it, small cubes, just chop, 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 and put it on the stove and just let them cook until they get hard. Breadcrumbs. They're dark because I had pumpernickel bread and I had just regular bread, and so I combined it. It's gonna be good. You're just about ready to add your crab. And so this is a pound of crab meat. And you just put your crab meat, just put it right in there in that mixture. Because you might be asking, well, what about the mushroom stems that we cut up? Great question. And we're gonna get to that right now. About 1.5 teaspoons to a tablespoon of dry mustard. This is about 1.5 teaspoons to a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. This is 1 fresh lime, and if you can see the pulp of the lime, it adds for a nice tangy taste. These are the mushroom stems, the cut up mushroom stems that we did earlier. Just add that in there, and you want to put maybe a tablespoon of margarine or butter, and we're just going to add this clove of garlic in there. You want to add just a pinch of salt. Now, the salt is to your tasting, that's enough, and also a pinch of pepper. Yeah, and and pour that right back in here, because you're now going to fold that into the other mixture. We're going to get that done straight away. This is the mixture here with the crab meat and the other ingredients that we had. And this is the stems and the lime juice and the Worcestershire sauce and so on in here. I'm going to take maybe a tablespoon out of here and put this in the rice mixture, because we're going to stuff some mushrooms with this rice mixture right here. And this doesn't have any crab in it. This is just the rice with the cream cheese and the shredded cheese with some breadcrumbs. I forgot to tell you what else I did with the breadcrumbs. This is the rest of the mushroom dip. We're going to just pour that all in there. And we're going to put, let's mix it up first to see how much breadcrumbs that we actually need. So I don't want to have a lot of breadcrumbs because I don't want my crab meat to be bready. You know, sometimes you have crab meat or you eat crab cakes and you taste a lot of bread. I don't like that. Neither does my audience of one. So I'm going to put a tablespoon of breadcrumbs in here. Oh, I keep forgetting to tell you. Yeah, so just sprinkle that in and just keep folding that into the rest of the crab dip now that it's becoming a crab dip. My breadcrumbs. So I wanted to season my bread a little bit as if I was going to serve that with an Italian dish like spaghetti and meatballs or something. So instead of that, after I spread the oil, after I spread the bruschetta on the bread, then I cut it up then, cubed it, cut it really small pieces, and I put it on the stove in that pan over there that we cooked the mushroom stems in. And I just cooked it until it got hard. I think that the consistency and the substance of it looks perfect for me. I want you to be able to see it. And yeah, it's gonna be delicious. So now we're gonna stuff. Mixture. This is the rice stuffing that we're gonna stuff with some of the mushrooms. And so you just grab some of the stuffing, and I'm gonna put it in here. And now I'm going to start stuffing with crab. And then we're gonna put it in the oven. Woo, aren't you excited? I am. Woo. Because, you know, this is something you can do at home. You don't always have to wait to go to the restaurant to order stuffed mushrooms. You can make it right here from scratch in your own home. Yeah, it's a perfect way to have an appetizer before dinner or a snack before, like around lunch. Seasoned on purpose. Now this might be a mini Bella, but this is a big, this could be lunch right here for someone. It's huge. And all of this crab meat in it. Yes, it's gonna be fun. And now we're getting ready to put this in the oven. Place this in the oven, 375, 18 to 20 minutes. And then afterwards, sprinkle some more breadcrumbs right on top, and then put it back in the oven. Put it on broil, no more than 5 minutes. That's just to get the breadcrumbs nice and crispier and tastier on top of your mushrooms, and you'll have a nice crunch as you enjoy them. And look, we have crab meat left over. Guess what we're going to make? You got it. Crab cakes coming right up. We'll be right back. For tuning in to Kim's Seasoned on Purpose, savory and delicious home-style cooking. On a previous video, I made garlic butter sauce, and towards the end of this presentation, I just added some garlic butter sauce to the mushrooms just to give it that extra flavor. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. You know I want to hear from you. You know I want to hear how you made out with this particular dish. And you know what to do with that bell. Hit it. Hit that bell, because you'll be notified the next time I'm on making some of these delicious, fun, exciting dishes. And you don't want to miss it. I know you don't. Make it a great day. Make it your opportunity to make it a great day. See you the next time. Bye for now.